Okay, and now the daily snapshot is complete. We'll go ahead and close this out and run the weekly. The weekly takes a little longer. It will go out first and stop all the instances. It'll stop them all at the same time. And then it will create snapshots for the instances. And then it will start them back up. And it will start them back up in the order as they are defined in the instance IDs variable. That way you can start up, for example, the DC first, then the database server, then the SharePoint server. Whereas when it's shutting them down, once it shut them all down at once, that way you don't have one machine up and the other one's not, and whatnot. That way when you shut them down, you don't have a SharePoint server that can't talk to a database, or a database that can't talk to a DC. And then it'll go out and clean up any old snapshots, which right now there aren't any. So we'll go ahead and run this. And this one here will take, like I said, it'll take a little longer. So I will cut out any pauses or whatnot. So we start here, and a weekly backup starting, stops all of the instances. It's going to wait until they're done stopping. We can go and check the status of this right now. If you notice, these three are stopping. This one here is where the scripts are running. And it's monitored. It constantly basically hits the server and checks if it's still running. And when it's done, then when all three of them have been stopped, then it'll start creating the snapshots. DC is stopped. The database server stopped. Okay, now all the instances have stopped. It took 2 minutes to do so, and now it's creating a snapshot for the domain controller. It's going to take a few minutes. Okay, now it's starting the database snapshot. Machines were stopped. It's in the middle of the database weekly. Names all these correctly. I created a script for initial, and then daily, and then weekly. And now it is creating the SharePoint snapshot. Now it's starting up all the machines. Starting with the DC. Database server starting. SharePoint server is now starting. Okay, all the instances have been started. Let's verify them. Let's go ahead and make sure the site is up. Okay, and as we can see, the site's back up.